Hello guys! There's a weird reminder thing that kind of popped up when I started. That's new. That's new. But of course, YouTube in their ultimate wisdom always does weird things like that and changes things and blah blah blah. But hopefully this time it actually keeps going. It doesn't shut off like it did yesterday. That's the hope. Just got home. I'm gonna probably get up quick. Sounds completely unprofessional, but I want to turn that down just a little bit just in case. So I do remember it was a little bit loud yesterday. That's good enough. I'm happy. Hey, this time, positive note, it didn't shut off and I didn't knock the bottle over this time. Winning, yeah. Overall, I'm just kind of here. Still in the same kind of crap mood, but not as bad as yesterday. But I don't know, I wasn't horrible yesterday. It was just shit happened. Crap. Still in the kind of crap mood, but it's cold, this and that. Here we go. Week of the aged stouts. Day 4 already. That's kind of quick. That kind of flew by pretty quick. And one more to go after this. Right now, we're doing Stone's Imperial Russian Stout from 2015. And this one is coming in at 10.6 alcohol by volume. This is their 2015 classic release of their Imperial Russian Stout. So there we go. Achy, stretchy, tired. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Man bun because of work. God damn. Anyway, like I said, 10.6 fluid ounces, and they are from Escondido, California. Of course they are. We all know Stone. Time to get in here and crack this open. Oh, I needed a big old 22-ounce bomber of Imperial Stout. I really did. And here we go. The Stone Crown. Let's see how this bad boy, which has always been an amazing beer, they just did a relabeling of this. Beer in 2018, and now it's called Totalitarian, something like that. Totalitarian Imperial Stout or something like that. So definitely, it's still the same beer, I'm pretty sure. So do give it a go if you do find it. But here, let's get into the 2015 Imperial Russian Stout from Stone. Oh, glug, 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 glug. Whoa. And this one, we could actually give a nice big old pour. Invigorate a giant old head on this one. That was professional, too. That's just reeking of professionalism right now. Okay. Tamp the glass. Dirty Glass Mafia Joe's right there. Okay, look at that beer. Up to the light, we have muted ruby hues right around the pinnacle of the glass. Up here we have a cocoa tan head. A lot of tightly compact bubbles, a little rocky on top. Still going, and already 3 years old. Has a lot of life and a lot of carbonation still left in this beer, which is a great thing. Really shows you it can really handle the aging process. As far as that goes anyway. To the nose, you have a little bit of a roasted coffee tone coming right off that with baker's chocolate, milk chocolate. Caramel and raisin coming through. A nice little smoky char kind of coming through with that too, with all that nice little chocolate, roasty, toasty tones, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of chocolate. All right, head died down just like I knew it would. Let's get into this thing and check it out. Cheers. Wow. Whew. Wow, that's different. Let's breathe and give it a go. One more time. This thing really kicked you. Really kicks you. Boom. Right that whole center bit of the palate, all the way through here. It's got this big char. Really big, smoky, burnt tobacco char. Wow. A lot of smoke, a lot of char, a lot of roasty toasty. Wrapping right around that, a lot of chocolate. A lot of dark chocolate, baker's chocolate going in there. A little bit of milk chocolate sweetness as well. But man, that was a big old kick of like smoky, roasty char and tobacco tones. Wow. Yeah, a little bit of dark fruit, little raisin in there, maybe a little cherry too. A little black cherry, raisin, black cherry note in there, that darkness, those dark fruits mixing in with that nice, as I said, with the other two, it kind of reminds me of that. This was more like just burnt tobacco, cigar kind of char. The other ones were more almost straight up pipe tobacco, really unburnt pipe tobacco, really aromatic that way. This is just kicking your ass right in the face with big burnt charry notes and that tobacco tone with those dark fruits. Wow. But there's nice silky smoothness around that. It is a bit thin. It is me. It is a bit thin. It's on the low side of a full body, high side of a medium body, and that, of course, tapers down as you drink it down. But there's a lot of silky smoothness to this beer. Roasty toasty. Damn, that's a lot of roasty toasty. I can't believe that came up so much from the regular versions. I've never got this much roasty toasty from this before. Roasty toasty, of course, little copper coin, little muted burnt bread tones in there, burnt brown bread, little caramel too, pulling through. Little walnut husk. Not barrel age either. This is just coming out with this age, just bringing these roasted toasted tones to the forefront like a mofo. Wow. Those tones of chocolate are very nice. You have a little bit more baker's and milk in the nose, mixing in with all that char and smoke, but you get more dark chocolate and baker's chocolate in the actual taste, which is very interesting. A little dynamic approach to this beer. You do get a nice little caramel, and I don't know what these beers, and I really appreciate it. Even some of those barrel-aged beers I've had lately too, you get this walnut and pecan almost tones in that too. And when you have that caramel, it always reminds me of just like caramel drizzled on those nuts. Ooh, sounds kinky, but you know what I mean. And very savory though. Oh, let's pour some more on this thing. Wow, this is hitting the spot. I don't know if I had to get acclimated to the ABV because I really don't just feel a burn. I don't feel it, but it's just that punch, that center punch of all that roasty, toasty, char, tobacco tone. Man, wow, that really set me back. Yeah, a lot of char, a lot of roasty, toasty tones. This is a good beer. This is a good beer. It's a good beer. It's not as dynamic as it's not as dynamic, I don't believe, as Bell's. Bell's was a little wider, I think, if I remember, and more dynamic as far as different tones go. But this, I don't know, something about this beer. Wow. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. If you like a lot of smoky char, barrel-aged beers, for example, that give you a lot of barrel, a lot of smoke, a lot of char, a lot of tobacco tones, a lot of walnut husk. Those tones, you'll like this. This is aging just right up that alley. I am so surprised that without being barrel aged, this char is riding the wave so high. That is a surprise. I'm really surprised by this beer. I always think it's going to be more, everything was starting to get low key, and dark fruits were just kind of hitting the mainstream palates. But this is totally. It just took me completely by surprise. Am I still alive? I got one watcher. Just type down if I'm still alive because I had a weird squiggly reconnect thing. Yeah, whoever's there, just give me the middle finger or something. Let me know I'm still alive. I still have a countdown for alive, but I'm not. I just want to make sure. But this is a beautiful beer. But it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. It's so char forward, which the original wasn't. It was creamy and it had so many different dynamics of milk and baker's chocolate. It had nuances of fresh coffee and a little bit of roasty toasty smoky tones, and it didn't have that much dark fruit. So it is very different from the day it was bottled. So I definitely remember having this beer. It was beautiful. Bought several bottles that year. The dark fruit is still there. Actually, it has came up rather, I should say. It has that black cherry almost mixing with that raisin, pulling behind all that char, giving me that kind of like a nice Nicaraguan dark, almost a barrel aged where they put that the leaves, the leafices of the tobacco in barrels before they roll the cigar. It reminds me of that. And then the oak and smoke and walnut husk. It's just so, it's lovely jubbly. If you know, as Terry K from Beer Articles would say, wow, it's a beautiful beer. I actually went so long talking about this beer that the vinyl, not the vinyl, but the thing screwing up didn't help anything either. But yeah, it's not the thickest beer in the world. Like I said, it's thinned out. It's got the low body of the full high side of a medium, tapering in there. But not beknownst to what I think of Stone, because I have opinions on Stone. This beer has always been a phenomenal beer, and it's still a phenomenal beer. And the way it's aged has changed the dynamics of it from first bottling it, but it's changed it in a way that I love, especially a good pipe lover, not crack pipe. I'm just saying, like a big cigar pipe tobacco person would appreciate this. Would be a great beer. The one thing I can't say about these beers fresh. I can't say this about the beer fresh, but now aging them, I will say that these are a pipe smokers and cigar smokers' dream. These 4 beers so far that I've had, I'd say 3 for sure, have become like a pipe or cigar smoker's companion almost. They would accent everything you're doing with that so amazingly well. I have smoked some cigars and some pipes in my time, and I have a very good appreciation for that. I just don't do it very much because, I don't want to get cancer or anything like that, so I kind of don't do it very often. But when I do it, it's very nice. It's very nice, very soothing. I'll put my little Lovecraft vinyl on. Oh, you should do that right now. You should get a big old beer, and there you go. I'm glad that the snow here is very thin. We didn't get a lot of snow. We had only a slight dusting, so we're good. It's cold. I like the fact that it's cold, so if we do get snow, it's going to be light and fluffy, and it's going to be easy for me to shovel since I don't have a snow plow and I have a long-ass driveway, so we'll see how that works out. This would be an excellent beer for you right now. Yeah, wow. Ooh. I wish every beer in this series was 22 ounces. I'll tell you that right now. This, I will say, a lot of mineralistic, earthy tones in the background after you just let it sit in your palate and just kind of enjoy it. I will say, I generally enjoy this beer, and I've probably given this grade a million times before, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. We've had 4 beers now. This is the 4th beer on the series for the week of aged stouts, and I've done a 9 already, but I know I'm gonna probably pontificate a little bit more on this beer since I have a vinyl going in. I have more beer, but I'm gonna throw this in the 9 category. I don't want to put it in the 9.5 yet because, again, the body thinned out. It's more char forward, and a lot of people won't like that. A lot of people will be like, I can tell you right now that I know a lot of people that would hate the shit out of this beer right now, but I love this beer right now. I got another viewer, so cheers to you. The pipe, I wouldn't call it pipe tobacco. Yo, Craig, brother, what's up? On a train to London. Enjoy the beer. Well, enjoy your train ride as much as it can be. Hopefully you're not standing. Hopefully you actually got a seat. Because the last time I was on a train from Brum to Manchester, I had to stand half the fucking way. That sucked. That's why I take first class, so I can sit down and almost throw up because of the night before that I had in Manchester. Ooh. Yeah, I will give this a 9. I almost want to get 8.5. I almost want to push to 8.5, but I'll keep it on 9. I love the tannic char that this thing has become. Has kind of, that's not became, but it's brought forward. Oh yeah, excellent. Oh, yeah, that's right. Enjoy your trip and make sure you have a great trip, safe trip, and try not to take all their shit with when they give you 100 presents for your kid and you can't take it back. And by the way, drink lots of great craft beer and lovely port and a little extra of the goodness, and do some wine reviews while you're down there, please, if you can. That might sound a pain in the ass, but do a couple wine reviews, port reviews and stuff while you're down there, Madeira reviews when you're in Portugal. And look up Moonspell shit. God, they're a great band from Portugal. Moonspell is awesome. Anyway, this has kind of flattened out on the sides a little bit with all that. Usually it kind of fills the cheeks with a lot of different baker's chocolate, milk chocolate, little roasty toasty tones, a little bit of that really fresh espresso kind of coffee beans. It kind of gives you a little bit of almost a little subtle dark fruit in the coffee beans. Kind of fills your palate up. But this, it's more, it kind of dies down on the side of your palates and gives you a straight shot down the gullet. Boom. Lots of char. Lots of char. And that char dries out your palate the more you do it. The sides of your, excuse me, I got the hiccups. The sides of your palate dries it out, and it kind of gives you that tobacco-esque tone with that char too. So you get the dark fruits, you get a little raisin, little black currant, little black cherry, a little bit of that way in the back, mixing it with that char, giving you a little bit of that tobacco tone, and then giving you the barrel tone as well. A little bit of walnut husk. Again, there is caramel. There is a little bit of like muted sweetness playing around the palate too. It's not all just dry and dingy and bleh. There's a little bit of baker's chocolate. There's a little bit of muted caramels in there. Again, a little bit of walnut husk, a little bit of pecan still playing in there too. But the char is the star of the show. And that's why I'm okay with not giving it a 9.5. The char is the star of the show with age. People like the char to go down with age. So this might not be the best surprise for most people. Most people want the char to go down with age. This brought the char up in an amazing degree. This tastes like it's actually barrel aged now. That's how much char came out of this beer. It's insane. I love it. I love char. I like roasty, toasty, char bitches. That's why I like espresso aged Yeti. It's just so disgustingly charry and nasty, rawr. However, I've never actually tried barrel aged Yeti, which I'd love to try. and Vanilla Yeti sucked. I don't know what they did, but they fucked that up big time. Wow. But anyway, let's get back to this beer. It's oily, it's creamy, it's got a nice mouthfeel, but the body, low side of full, high side of medium. It did thin out with age, as to be expected. The char is out of this world. I don't really get vanilla. I get muted baker's chocolate, hint of milk chocolate, a little bit of drizzle of caramel in there too. Lots of char, lots of smoke. Little earthiness, little bit of a brown bread, coppercorn, and the kind of effluence. And it's a damn good beer. So I'm gonna say, right now, 9 out of 10. I don't really mind taking my time. It's just the way it is. Fuck it. I was wondering. I think either the guy that was here before shoveling snow, which take a break and have a good time, or Craig, or Kent rather. No, I said your name right the first time. Craig was here. Kent Beer Reviews. Craig. I was thinking maybe I should finish the beer on every review. Maybe. Even if it takes me like a half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour, like just stream if I feel like it until the beer's done. Because sometimes, so many times, like I've said what I said, I've had to say, and I just closed it, and I was like, got half a beer here, and I'm just going by myself, drinking a beer. You know what? I could still be talking about it because I find new things, even though it's room temperature. I find more things about the beer when I drink the beer. Even though it starts at room temperature, I still find more things as the review goes on, even when I stop. So I'm thinking it might be a good idea for me to drink the beer until it's gone and then stop the review. That might be the new format, even though I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. But even if it might be a 45-minute review, get through the whole beer and find all the characters of the beer before I hit the stop button. It might be interesting anyway. Because winter in PA is kind of cold. So sometimes the beer isn't exactly room temperature when I start because my house is cold. Because I'm poor. Yeah. I can buy craft beer, but I can't buy heat because heat's expensive. And we have priorities, don't we? Yes, we do. Anyway, I'm going to say this is a 9 out of 10 for me. The char is out of this world. I love it. It might not be for everybody, but for me, as the way it has that kind of pipe and cigar-esque tobacco tones coming out of this one with age, which was definitely not there in the beginning. I like it. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. I'm just going to kill it for right now because I've been waffling on for like 25 minutes. And anyway, I'm going to just sip on this. And I don't know. I feel like opening another beer after this one. But maybe I shouldn't. I probably will. Whatever, fuck it. Yo, what's up? Yeah. Oh, you're on Buffalo? Buffalo? I didn't see the last part of the Buffalo. Ooh, excuse me. Are you back from shoveling, or did you have to go and get a new brew? Are you drinking a brew right now? What brew are you drinking right now? I saw Fast Five. I wasn't sure if that was a beer that you're drinking. Is it snowing up in? I don't know. Are you up in Buffalo, or where are you at? You had a very interesting channel name, so I wasn't sure exactly where you're from. Mm. Yeah, this is a little subtle and nuanced here, I think, to be a 9.5 out of this world kind of a 5-star. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But it's good, and I like the fact that it keeps its body. It keeps a little bit of sizzle, a little bit of carbonation, as you can see, with a nice invigorated head. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that shoveling shit. You just need to get a nice beer and just relax. That's the important part. Especially if you have nowhere to go. Fuck it. You know? Just fuck it. I have a extra bourbon county right here, and I really, really want to drink it. And I'm really, really trying not to drink it. And I was like, I kind of just want to drink the fucking thing. And I was like, I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't. And part of me is thinking, you know what? You should find like a vinyl that you really like, and you want to do like a all the sizes, like a couple, like a double LP. And you're like, you should just get online and drink that and play the vinyl and just shoot the shit about anything. You know what? I wish I had that problem. Homemade meat's a good time. I actually need to make a meat. I've been hopefully trying to make a mead here soon, because I'd like to make a mead, a mellow mel, and a braggot, and I want to start my brewery up in the house again this year, not next year rather, but I have a lot of work to do, so I got to keep the train rolling. But I might come back. I better end this review because it's almost a half an hour. Sorry. But if you want to, I'll probably come back and live stream while I shoot the shit and talk about Bourbon County 2018. Even though I've already reviewed it, I kind of like half hurried reviewed it, so I might just do a shoot the shit talk about the beer review, if you know what I mean. I'll kind of half-ass review it in a proper way and then talk about it for a while as I listen to some vinyl. It won't be Delamore to Delamore. I'll probably do something different. So anyway, this is Paul from PABrewNews. Anyway, sorry guys. This has been, well, I gave the score a long time ago, so you know what I think about it. 9 out of 10. Anyway, this is day 4 of the week of aged ales or aged stouts, and tomorrow. Sorry, guys. I forgot to tell you what tomorrow's stout is. 9 out of 10 for this one. And tomorrow's stout, the end of the series, is Oscar Blues 10-50. Here we go. Oscar Blues 10-50. And this is a brewed and canned by Oscar Blues 1050 Imperial Stout from 2015 at 10.5 alcohol by volume. What's up, Jeff? Hey, Jeff. I'll be back online in about 10 minutes after this review. So do keep an eye out for me if you want to shoot the shit. And Oscar Blues is from the Colorado. No, sorry. No, I'm stupid. Brevard, North Carolina. That's what it says here. So, Oscar Blues, LLC, Brevard, North Carolina. And this has been bottled, or canned, I'm so sorry, canned on 10/29/2015. So this is a 3-year-old can of Oscar Blues. And I don't know, it's a small can, but I've had an aged can of this before, and it just becomes a whole other beast of a beer, if you know what I mean. So, I kind of just did I just say that? I kind of left this one for number 4, and I want to leave this one for the last. Anyway, this is a 9 out of 10. It's not going to be for everybody. Jeff Harker is exactly one of the people that I thought about that would like this beer age, because this thing would go amazingly well with a cigar. It is so char tobacco, and dark fruit forward, that it would be a beautiful companion on a nice sipping adventure. And it comes in a 22-ounce bottle too. So you sip this cigar, vinyl, hardcore pornography, whatever happens, and then you just enjoy what's going on around you and you just lose yourself. And this beer would do an amazing job with that. I'm going to give it, and it was not like that fresh at all, which is a complete big surprise to me. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I've been waffling on for way too long, almost a half an hour, or over half an hour now. I'm sorry I took so much of your time. I know life is precious, but fuck it. Anyway, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, so please tune back in, and I just decided I'm going to drink this beer next. I really shouldn't, but I'm going to. Live on the internet. Cheers. Bye-bye. Yeah. Watch that finger. It's coming. What the hell?